First responders, survivors, and the families of 9/11 victims are telling the President of the United States to stay away from next month's 20-year memorial events unless he fulfills a promise. They're demanding that President Biden declassify evidence that they believe may show a link of the terror attacks and the Saudi Arabian government. The Bush administration, Obama administration, and Trump administrations all declined to release those documents. NBC's Courtney Kuby broke the story. Courtney, there's some movement now at the Justice Department, I understand.
Yeah, that's right. Now, according to an administration source who's familiar with this case, the Department of Justice is likely to order a review of these documents, particularly to look at the ones that have been clouded in secrecy under the State Secret Act and under this principle of law enforcement. So specific documents that have been classified because they may reveal things like the sources and methods about how the U.S. government knows these things. Now, you mentioned, Shep, that previous presidents had denied the release of these documents as well. And it's important to point out, we're coming up on the 20th anniversary of the attacks on 9/11. And these family members, nearly 1,800 of them, the reason that they're speaking out about this issue now is in part because this is an anniversary that's going to get more attention than some have in the past. But also the fact that last year they reached out to then candidate Biden and asked him if he would consider declassifying these documents. At the time, he sent them a letter in October of 2020 and said he understands their anger, he understands their position, and he will work with his Department of Justice to declassify anything that's possible and to work towards as much transparency as possible. There has been a lot of back and forth about where exactly the Saudi government was in relation to these 9/11 attacks, and these families are just looking for answers nearly 2 decades after they lost their loved ones in this attack, Shep.
They deserve to know, no doubt.
Go ahead.
9/11 families are saying today that President Biden should not participate in any memorial events unless there's information declassified that could show some link with Saudi Arabia to the attacks. Is he going to follow through with that and release that information?
Well, our hearts are with the families who lost loved ones on 9/11, especially in these days preceding the 20th anniversary of the attacks coming up just next month. I know you didn't ask this, but I just want to share that the White House Office of Public Engagement and the National Security Council staff have had several meetings with groups representing the families of those who perished on 9/11 regarding their document requests and to hear their thoughts on policy priorities. That will continue to be a priority. As a candidate, which you may be aware of, Alex, President Biden made a commitment to 9/11 families to ask the Department of Justice to work constructively on resolving issues relating to the previous administration's invocation of the state secrets privilege, including adhering to guidance issued in the Obama-Biden administration that the invocation of such a privilege be narrowly tailored and not be undertaken to prevent embarrassment to a person or organization. He remains committed to that pledge he made during the campaign. Of course, any steps would be taken by the Department of Justice.